Snowflakes drifted silently in the cold morning air, settling on the shoulders of a powerful man who never expected his entire life to change before breakfast. He was Daniel Frost, a billionaire CEO known for his sharp decisions and colder heart. Yet that morning, as he stepped out of his luxury car, a tiny hand tugged at his coat. "Sir, my mom didn't come home last night," a trembling little voice whispered. Those words hit him harder than any business failure ever had. Before you skip this story, listen closely, because what Daniel discovered that day changed not only his future, but thousands of lives. Stay with us until the end, and if this touches your heart even a little, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Someone out there needs this message. Daniel looked down to see a little girl no older than 7, wearing a thin pink jacket soaked with snow. Her cheeks were red from the cold, her shoes mismatched, and tears clung to her lashes. But what struck him most was the fear in her eyes. "Where's your father?" he asked gently. "I don't have one," she whispered. "Mom said she would bring food, but she never came back." People passing by ignored her, stepping around her like she was invisible. Daniel felt something unfamiliar twist inside his chest. He didn't know why, but he knelt down, meeting her teary gaze. "What's your name?" "Lily." "Lily, show me where you live." She nodded quickly, hope flickering in her eyes, and grabbed his hand. He let her, surprising even himself. They walked through the falling snow, leaving behind the towering glass building that symbolized Daniel's control over the world. Yet out here, he realized how small his power really was. The further they walked, the worse the surroundings became: run-down apartments, flickering streetlights, trash buried under snow. Lily led him into a narrow alley and up a dark stairwell where the light bulbs had long burned out. When they reached the small apartment door, she pushed it open. Daniel froze. The room was freezing, the heater broken. Blankets were piled on a worn sofa where a toddler lay crying, his little face flushed from hunger and cold. Lily hurried to him, lifting him gently. "This is my brother, Jamie," she whispered. "He's hungry. Mom always brings food." Daniel looked around. There was no food, no warmth, no sign of the mother. How long has she been gone? Since yesterday morning. He felt a knot form in his throat. He could walk away, call someone, let the system handle it. That's what he always did. But watching Lily rock her brother, whispering comfort she barely understood herself, he couldn't move. "You shouldn't be alone like this," he said quietly. "We're okay," Lily insisted, though her voice cracked. "Mom said she'll come back. She always comes back." A tiny flicker of faith kept her going, and Daniel couldn't destroy it. But he needed answers. "Lily, where does your mom work?" "At the diner near the bridge." Daniel stood abruptly. "Stay here. I'll find her." "No," she cried, grabbing his coat. "I'm scared she's lost in the snow. Please, take me." He hesitated, but then nodded. They ventured back into the storm, Lily wrapped in his expensive coat. Snow whipped against their faces as they reached the diner, only to find it closed. A woman sweeping the entrance gasped when she saw Lily. "Oh sweetheart, you're still alone. Your mother didn't come back." The woman turned to Daniel. "She never got off work. She left to buy groceries but never returned." Panic tightened in Lily's small body. Mom promised." Daniel lifted her into his arms. "We'll find her." They followed the road toward the store, snow growing thicker. Then Lily suddenly cried out. Mom's scarf. A red scarf half buried in snow. Near the road. Daniel's heart pounded. "Lily, stay behind me." Following footprints, they reached a small ditch beside the road. Daniel peered down, and his breath caught. A woman lay unconscious, half covered by snow, her hands scraped, groceries spilled around her. She must have slipped on ice and hit her head, unable to move as the storm worsened. "Mom!" Lily screamed. Daniel rushed down, brushing snow from the woman's face. She was pale, barely breathing. "We don't have much time," he muttered. He scooped her up and carried her toward his car, pushing through the storm with a strength he hadn't known he possessed. At the hospital, doctors rushed her inside. Lily clung to Daniel's hand, sobbing. "She didn't leave us, she tried to come home." Daniel knelt beside her. "She loves you, Lily. She fought to come back." Hours passed. Lily fell asleep against Daniel, exhausted. For the first time in years, he sat still, holding someone who needed him. When the doctor finally appeared, Daniel stood. "She's stable," the doctor said. If she had been out there another hour, she wouldn't have survived. Relief washed through Daniel like warmth. But then the doctor added. She's malnourished, stressed, working multiple jobs, she can't keep this up. Daniel looked at Lily, sleeping peacefully despite tears dried on her cheeks. He thought about his own childhood, lonely in a mansion filled with wealth but empty of love. He remembered waiting for parents who never came home. He understood too well. When the mother awoke, her eyes filled with terror. My kids, Lily, Jamie. They're safe, Daniel said gently. She stared at him, confused. She whispered, recognizing him from news and magazines. Why would someone like you help